Thanks, Don. As Don mentioned, I'm Ian Kilgour, Senior Vice President for Teck's coal business, and it's my pleasure today to provide an overview of recent progress in the coal business unit. I'll also outline how we're addressing water quality issues to ensure the ongoing sustainability and measured growth of our operations. Despite ongoing global economic uncertainty, we continued to see strong performance across our coal business unit in 2012. First and foremost, we hit a safety milestone with our safest year on record, a 32% reduction in total recordable injury frequency compared to 2011. Production of 24.7 million tonnes of clean coal represented an 8% increase over 2011 production. This was despite reducing production in late 2012 to align with market demand. Sales of 24 million tonnes also represented an 8% increase compared to 2011. In the fourth quarter of last year, we embarked on an effort to reduce our costs in response to lower prices for coal globally. As a result, we reduced site unit operating costs by 17% compared with the first 3 quarters. When we formed the coal partnership in 2003, we were clearly in the highest quartile of the cost curve. Since that time, I'm very pleased to report that we have improved to the point we now believe the business is in the high second quartile and will continue to improve in the future as we expand and modernise. Now, our coal mines are located in some very beautiful and mountainous locations in British Columbia and Alberta. But this means that the operating conditions can be extremely challenging from time to time. So I'd particularly like to acknowledge the efforts, the focus and dedication of our people right across the business unit. We've several key projects that are helping us to achieve our production and cost reduction objectives. As Don mentioned, the proposed restart of our Quintet mine in northeast BC continues to progress, and by the fourth quarter of 2014 is expected to be producing at an annualised rate of 3 million tonnes. On the transportation side, Neptune Bulk Terminals, which Teck has a 46% interest in, is embarking on 2 expansion programs. The first phase is under construction now and will increase annual coal throughput capacity from 9 million tonnes to 12.5 million tonnes by the end of the second quarter this year. The second phase will increase capacity from 12.5 million to 18.5 million tonnes. And in 2012, we completed our plant capacity expansion at our Elkview operations. During 2012, we increased our haul truck fleet size by 9 units and our shovel fleet by 1 unit. In addition, we replaced 30 existing haul trucks and 1 existing shovel. All of this new equipment is state-of-the-art and large capacity, which increases the overall productivity and efficiency of our mining fleets. At our 6 currently operating mines, our capacity is approximately 27 million tonnes per annum, though we're currently running about 10% below capacity due to market conditions. We're targeting a capacity of 28 million tonnes by the end of this year. With Quintet expected to begin production next year, we're on track to our goal of exceeding 30 million tonnes of capacity in 2014. Central to maintaining our ability to operate is managing the impact of our operations. Recently, there's been a fair bit of discussion about water quality in the Elk Valley, so I wanted to update you on our plans in this regard. But first, a bit of background. In the Elk Valley, where we operate 5 of our mines, and mining has been underway for decades, there's a large volume of waste rock. As that waste rock is exposed to air and water, it can release selenium and other materials into the watershed. Selenium, while essential for human health, in large doses can be detrimental to aquatic health. Over the last number of years, we've commissioned extensive studies into this issue. These studies have found that fish populations remain healthy, but they have identified a trend of increasing selenium concentrations which, if not addressed, could impact aquatic health. As a result, earlier this year, we released our draft valley-wide selenium management plan. It's one of the largest water quality management plans of its kind in the world and is designed to stabilise and reverse the selenium trend in the valley. Earlier this month, Teck received an area-based management plan order from the BC Government. This is a positive development as it provides us with a regulatory basis to address selenium and other water quality constituents and establishes a regulatory context for permitting future mining activity in the Elk Valley. Under the order, we're developing a new Elk Valley water quality plan that takes into account all future planned mining activity. It'll be informed by our earlier work on the valley-wide selenium plan and will be developed in consultation with government, First Nations and other stakeholders. The plan will also establish long-term targets for selenium and other constituents to ensure the ongoing health of the watershed, while at the same time maintaining our ability to operate. Our proposed approach to addressing this issue has four main components. The first is the construction of water diversions and water treatment plants. At our Line Creek operations, our first full-scale water treatment plant is currently under construction and is expected to be commissioned in Q2 of 2014. One of the major aspects of treating these discharges is the actual volume of selenium is quite small in relation to the volume of water. For example, at the West Line Creek plant, we'll be processing the equivalent of 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools of water every single day, and from that, extracting less than 2 kilograms of actual selenium. That's why the second component of our plan is so important. We are investing up to $12 million per year on research and development to seek more cost-effective and efficient treatment and management methods. The third component is ongoing water quality and aquatic health monitoring. Our plan is designed to be adaptive in nature, and as we identify both challenges and successes, we'll be adapting our plan accordingly. Linking all these components together is community consultation. We've been consulting our communities for several years now on our selenium management plans and will continue to do so as we develop the Elk Valley Water Quality Plan. We expect the total capital costs of our plan to be up to $600 million over the next 5 years. This falls within our existing estimates of expected sustaining capital. And operating costs to manage selenium are expected to be approximately 25 cents per tonne in 2013 and grow to about $40 million, or about $1.50 a tonne, on an annual basis over the next 5 years. Oop, I've done something wrong here. Maybe not. So in summary, we have a world-class steelmaking coal resource that's supported families and communities in the Elk Valley for decades. Today we have over 4,000 employees who live and work in the Elk Valley. They fish and swim in the rivers, and they care deeply about both mining and water quality. Over the next year, we'll be working with people from across the region to finalise our Elk Valley Water Quality Plan. That plan will ensure the ongoing health of the Elk River watershed and support continued sustainable mining at our operations for generations to come. And with that, I'll now turn it back to Don.